Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to This One's Dedicated To. I'm Jennifer Ziegler.
And I'm Chris Barton, and we both write books for young people, and we love talking with other authors of books for young people about the dedications in their books.
And that's what This One's Dedicated To is all about. And today we're thrilled to be joined by one of our favorite authors, favorite humans, just favorites, hard stop, Christina Diaz Gonzalez, who is here to talk about her new novel, Concealed. Welcome, Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here on your podcast.
Well, thank you for joining us. To start us off, would you please read out loud the dedication in Concealed so we can hear that in your own voice?
Absolutely. So it's a very short dedication. It says, "For my broski, David."
All right. So who is David? Why is this book dedicated to him? And would he be surprised to be referred to as your broski?
So several questions there. So David is my brother-in-law, and he would absolutely not be surprised to be called broski. I have known David since he was, I think he was 14, almost 15 when I met him. And ever since I got married and he became my brother-in-law, I've basically called him broski. It just goes back over 25 years, and that's what he is to me. He's my broski. And I wanted to dedicate it to him because he's such an important part of my life. I don't have a brother, and he is like a brother to me. Because I met him when he was young. I've seen him basically grow up into the wonderful man and father that he is.
And there is that sibling element, or the absence of a sibling, or the longing for a sibling in Concealed. So I can see how having that relationship with him would kind of resonate perhaps in that way.
Absolutely. I do have a sister. So I love my sister, but she received the dedication in another book. So this time it was David's turn.
Yeah, probably a good call not to dedicate one to him before dedicating one to her.
Probably. There definitely would be sibling rivalry right there.
So did you know all along, like from the get-go, that you were going to dedicate it to David, or was there a point where you went, David?
I knew that there would be a book dedicated to David. As this book got closer and closer to being released, it just felt right. David's been a big part, and actually was a very big part of this book, because David is also an Emmy award-winning photojournalist. I've lost track how many Emmys he has. I think it's maybe 10, 13. I have no idea. And he did the book trailer for it. Oh, so wow. It just kind of, it was a perfect blend, because he was involved in creating the visual storytelling of the book. And now the book is dedicated to him.
Oh, nice.
It works out well.
And viewers who hear about this can see the trailer on your website?
Absolutely. You can go to my website, ChristinaGonzalez.com, to see the trailer, or you can go to YouTube and just plug in Concealed Official Book Trailer. And
not broski.
No, it actually does not say broski anywhere in the title or the book trailer.
So how did you let your broski know that this book is dedicated to him, or does he know?
Yes, he knows now. As soon as I got the advance release copies, I didn't want to tell him. He's a very emotional person. So I showed him the advance release copies. I was like, "Oh, look what I got in the mail." He was like, "Oh, it looks great." He's always happy for me whenever one of my books is coming out. And he looked at it, and I was like, yeah, thumb through it a little bit. And he was like, yeah. And I go, and I just opened to the dedication page. I was like, "Look at this page." And he looked, and immediately he was like, doing a little ugly cry. But it was great. It was great. it was funny because we all knew that the ugly cry was going to come up as soon as he read it. So we were all just waiting for him to read the broski.
Obviously, David is one of my people because that's what I do too. Oh, that's wonderful.
So I take it this was the first book he had dedicated to him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have basically been going through family members with each of my books. Started with my sons, then went to my husband. My parents have been involved, my sister, my godson, now my brother-in-law. I'm like, I think the rest of the relatives are waiting, like, when is mine coming?
And then you'll just have to start over through the line.
Exactly.
or get more family.
Oh no, I will not run out of family. Trust me, I will not run out of family. We get together and we always say it's like my big fat Greek wedding, where it's like I only have one sister, my husband only has one brother, so you would think it would be a small family, but my cousins are like siblings to me as well, and they each have several kids, and those are like my nieces and nephews as well, and we get together for Christmas, and it's an automatic 60 people. So I have plenty of books in line.
You better get cracking, Christina.
I know, right?
Well, among that extended family, are there other family members who have useful skills such as video editing that you can dedicate? And you have like a really talented chef, in case you need to have a book launch event.
Oh, that would work very, very nicely. Unfortunately, I don't have any chefs in the family. I think one of my cousin's kids, I'm going to have to start, whispering in their ear that maybe that should be a future career path for them, just so I can lay that out. The other one that would be useful at a book launch is, once again, my broski. He's a wonderful DJ. So there you go. He does the filming and he plays the music.